Hey, Uncle Mark in the mothership. 3-string cigar box guitar. Yeah. We are a 100% all donation channel. We don't accept money from YouTube or Google or anybody else but you. We are here for you. So, this is Request Polk Salad Annie by Tony Joe White. This song is fantastic with its tricks. The song is a whole bunch of tricks all put together in a song. It's got like little blues licks, it's got country licks, it's got double stops, it's got the whole bit. And so let me play a little bit of this and then we'll go through it. I'm not doing it exactly the way of the album or the live stuff, but I'm really close and I'm in the original key. So here we go. Some of you never been down south too much. I'm going to tell you a little bit about this so that you'll understand what I'm talking about. Down here we got a plant that grows out in the woods and the fields. Looks something like a turnip green. But it calls it a polk salad. Polk salad. Used to know a girl that lived down there. She'd go out in the evenings and pick her a mess of it and carry it home and cook it for supper. That's about all they had to eat. They did all right. Down in Louisiana, where the alligators grow so mean, there lived a girl that said to the world, made the alligators look tame. Polk salad Annie, polk salad Annie. Everybody said it was a shame, 'cause her mama was working on a chain gang. Mean businesswoman. Like that, with a whole lot of tricks played in that E chord. So what do we got going on? G, D, G, 42, 34, 24. Those are my gauges. I am in open G tuning and I'm playing through a Roland Mini Cube, and I'll show you those settings at the end of the video. So this whole song revolves around the E chord. But where is E? G, G sharp A, you're going to need an A in this song. B flat B, C, C sharp D, D sharp E. So this E, E, B, E, I want to change it up a little bit and play this E, which is B, E, B. Then I want to change it up again and play B, E, G sharp. Now, if you can't stretch and make this chord, that's fine, because you really just need these two. This is what dyads are. Dyads are two-note chords. Sorry, a hard time getting that out. It's a two-note chord. They also are called double stops, and I've always called them dyads. Lots of country guys call them double stops, and you can play this in many ways, or you can call it many things. But this chord shape lends itself to a lot of tricks, like so I stick with this basic shape, and then I kind of transition to this when I feel like it. So if you can get your pinky to move here to here, it'll really help you transition back and forth. I also use the E7, which is an E7, which 997. But I use it as a double stop. Double stop, 2 notes. So this song, I want to go through, I will go through the intro with all the double stops after I get through this. It sounds like the, to me, the George Thorogood, John Lee Hooker-ish House Rent Blues, right? That's the vibe this song has. So in this chord shape, A, B, D, E, G sharp works. So these are all works as hammer-ons. A hammer-on is when you hammer up or to another note. So if you just kept this and did this, now some of y'all have never been down south too much, I'm going to tell you a little about this. And I'm coming up with my picking. You'd be just fine with this song. There's a nice little bend on this A. There's also a very Doors-like thing that goes. Like, right? So you've got that going on at the same time in this tune. It's just full of wonderful stuff that's just played right here. And then you can slide up to that E7 dyad there, that B and that D, and hammer on from D to E. So there's that going on. So all of these notes work in any way you'd like. Listen to all the different recordings because he does it a little bit different every time. And of course, you know, on the album version there's a horn section, and of course there's a harmonica section in all of his versions at the end. So just remember, if you're sitting in here and you get this John Lee Hooker kind of rhythm going. I used to know a girl that lived down there, and she'd go out in the evenings and pick her a mess of it. You have it. That's what you're looking for, the vibe of this tune. The intro double stops. When I think of double stops, I think of my first finger as the driver. So I am on that B with a whole step in between. Then I go to C sharp with that whole step in between. And then I'm on that D with a whole step in between. But that's not quite right because that's A, E7 dyad. That's a D7 dyad. Okay, so I don't want you to get too confused about this. Just remember, 4. So 4, 6, and 7. And then back to that E dyad. 2, 1. There's also this guy in here off of that A note, and it's a whole step apart. So whole step apart, whole step apart, whole step apart, whole step apart, half step apart, or semitone, whole tone, whole tone, whole tone, whole tone. So you start where the first finger on the 4, So that's kind of how this works within this song structure. And you can play with that however you like. Just remember, I always go off my first finger, not my second, when I play these, because the second finger changes a lot of this time, right? So, and you know, I have a couple of lessons out on these double stops and how to make the most of them, and I'll put those links down in the show notes. But, you know, you start out pretty easy with this. So it's 4, 6, 7, 7, 6, 6, 4, 4, 2, 1. That sort of vibe is in the beginning of this thing, and then it just does this. So it took me ages as a young guitar player to make that. And what I realized I'm doing is pressing down and pulling off. And so once you realize you're down, pull off, 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 and keep. Same thing with this, down, pull off, down, pull off, down, pull off, down, pull off. You can play with this song in many, many ways. So it's got a down in Louisiana where the alligators grow so mean. Now I go shift from this E to this E. So instead of 4, 2, 1, I'm going 4, 2, 4. I live a girl, I swear to the world, make the alligator look tame. Go to the A on the second fret. Go to the back to the E, 4, 2, 4. Open G, A, cause her mama's working on the chain gang. Mean businesswoman. So that's kind of how you play with this tune. Really play with it. It's not something that's hard and fast. It's something meant to kind of play with and explore what you can do with this shape. And like I said, if you cannot make this shape yet, don't worry about it. Use those two and then slowly work into this shape. But you're going to want it eventually. So 4, 2, 1. You're going to want it eventually. The other E shape is 4, 2, 4, and the other is 9, 9, 9, and the E7 is 9, 9, 7. And that'll get you in the ballpark. This is Uncle Mark. Thank you so much for everything you do. Really appreciate it. Your generous support keeps everything working. The lights on, the insurance, strings for the guitar, ink for the paper, you know, everything that happens in this mothership is all because of you. Thank you. No one else supports me but you. Thank you so much. So got this Roland Cube, and I wanted to show you it's really just a clean tone. My gain is almost at 0. I'm on that Brit combo, which I always am, and I got a little bit of reverb going on. Tone straight up, 12 o'clock. It's not dimed in any direction. It's a really, really nice tone. I've also turned down the volume, so there's a lot of wiggle room here. Sounds really nice with this tune. So thank you so much for everything you do for me here. I couldn't do it without you. Really, thank you so much, and we'll see you again soon.